Welcome back to Chasing News. I'm Bill Spadia. We've got a lot more show coming up for you. Your weather and Hurricane Maria. How is it going to impact us? All that coming up. But first, Hillary Clinton. She is back and pushing forward. She was in New Jersey on Tuesday promoting her new book, What Happened? Diana Blass is going to tell us. Diana, what do you got?
It's not just the bookworms coming out to this Montclair bookstore.
Watchung Booksellers, your community bookstore, HRC 2017. We're with her, literally.
They're all here to see Hillary Clinton, who came to New Jersey on Tuesday for the latest stop of her What Happened book tour. The memoir digs into her loss in a 2016 presidential election.
I feel like she was robbed, and we feel like, you know, she shouldn't have to apologize. We think she's a hero.
The book hit the shelves on September 12th, but tickets to this book signing sold out long before that.
The excitement here is incredible. First of all, we sold out 1,000 books in less than an hour, which is amazing. Like, other people still had tickets for days.
Already 300,000 copies of the book have sold, and when it comes to just hardcover sales, that currently ranks as the highest opening for any nonfiction in 5 years. When asked why those here in Montclair were eager to read the book, the answer is simple.
I want to know what happened. Like, everyone's been walking around with that question for a long time now. So.
Clinton arrived around 6 p.m. to Watchung Booksellers, but not before making some headlines at some other stops. On Monday, she appeared on Sirius XM with Zerlina Maxwell, where she commented on the president's handling of Puerto Rico.
He has not said one word about them, about other American citizens in the U.S. Virgin Islands. I'm not sure he knows that Puerto Ricans are American citizens.
I'm Diana Blass, reporting for Chasing News.
Thank you, Diana. All right, I want to bring back our A-plus panel, all political strategists. Justin Shoham is back with us. Good to see you, Justin. Thanks for being here. Jeanette Hoffman and Andre Richardson. Good to have you guys here. Andre, I'm going to start with you. So Hillary is back. I think it looks like somebody who either A, has not gotten over the fact that she lost, or B, is thinking of running again.
I'll continue to beat this drum. She won the popular vote. She ran a great campaign, and she should definitely keep her name in the conversation, especially with who's leading the free country right now.
Would you support her if she ran again in 2020?
It's too early to say that. Way too early.
All right, Justin, let me ask you, as a Democrat, I hear it sounds like the Democrats are by and large making a lot of excuses for the fact that they arguably ran one of the worst campaigns that people have seen in recent memory. What do you say?
Well, I think that there's a big difference between reasons and excuses, and the party should do what it needs to do to make sure that we know what went wrong. And there's tactical reasons why I think we might have lost some states that we should have otherwise won, but there's no reason, as Andre said, that she should be out of the conversation.
Now, I have not read the book yet. Have either of you read it yet?
No.
All right, not yet. Jeanette, have you read it? I mean, we've heard little snippets.
I don't plan on it.
All right, so what do you think? Really? I'm a little curious as to what she thinks.
You know what? Part of me wants Hillary to just go far away, but then the other half, who's a Republican, I want her to keep talking because she is so politically tone deaf. Hillary Clinton actually said in Time magazine that the reason why she didn't win the vote of the majority of white women is because when she was under investigation by James Comey, the husbands told the wives, you're wasting your vote, don't vote for Hillary. Can you imagine saying something so sexist as the first woman running
Justin,
for president?
what do you say to that? I mean, it sounds like it's pretty sexist. No?
I'll make a deal with you, Jeanette. The second the president stops speaking about Hillary Clinton, the second he stops tweeting about her or using the election results as some sort of mandate, I'll agree. Maybe she should go away.
No, I actually wanted to keep talking because she is showing the divides in the Democratic Party, and she is so
Andre, do you kind of agree with what Jeanette said?
I mean, nobody divides any party or this country more than the 45th president of the United States. And it may be baffling that Hillary thinks that white women don't vote for her. What's even more baffling is that they chose to vote for an open racist.
But you know why Donald Trump won over Hillary Clinton? Because Hillary kept talking about herself. She made the campaign all about herself, whereas Donald Trump made the campaign about the economy and about making America great again and improving the problems that we have in this country.
Andre, is this just typical talking points? Everybody who doesn't agree must be a racist?
No, it's not about everybody who doesn't agree must be a racist, but like let's look at the history of like things this guy has done with housing housing gentrification in Brooklyn. Let's look what he's doing right now with the NFL, taking an issue that's talking about civil rights and making it
standing up for our flag.
Taking an issue about it's not about the flag.
But it is about the flag. When you're kneeling in front of our flag and the national anthem, you're making it about the flag.
You're protesting civil injustices and racial inequality that's been happening in this country for hundreds of years, and the protest about the American flag is not a new one by Colin Kaepernick.
But I don't
That's
think,
also
no,
been
it's
happening
not.
for hundreds of years.
You know what? I don't think it's about the protest. I think it's about the way they're protesting and how they're disrespecting the servicemen and women in this country and the people who have
disrespecting
guys.
What's the appropriate way to protest?
Disrespecting men and women who've served in the military, like John McCain, who he said was not a war hero. And I think everybody here in this entire building
I don't
could
agree with those comments, but I do disagree with the NFL and what they're doing, and they're making this about the American flag and the Star-Spangled Banner and the men and women that fight for this country and fight for our liberties.
I love that we started this conversation about Hillary. Did Hillary weigh in at all? I haven't heard her say a word about this whole protest or anything else.
She's on board.
She weighed in on the fact that the president is focusing on the NFL issues rather than current day issues like Puerto Rico, like North Korea, like anything that matters.
Are any of you going to buy and read the book?
I will buy and read the book.
All right.
I may not go to Montclair.
I'd rather not spend the money on buying it, but I do want to read it. Right? All right. We got to leave it there. Where's my bus? Why is it not on time? That's a question that commuters ask so often that the Port Authority has announced that they are going to have plans for a new bus terminal. It's not going to be in Jersey. It's not even going to be at a new location. They've now decided that the $3+ billion project, why not just put it right where the old one is? All right, let me bring it back to the panel. Guys, what do you think? Andre, why don't we start with you? It seems to me you're talking about a Port Authority bus terminal that could cost in excess of $3 billion. I don't know how a new building makes the buses run on time.
I think some of the switches and some of the infrastructure is outdated. So I don't even know if it's necessarily a matter of where you put it, as long as there's some sort of cost-saving measure in there for the commuters.
What do you think, Jeanette? I mean, this seems to be a colossal waste of money. You know, Diane Doctor, our general manager at I-9 in Secaucus, has suggested time and again that you put the bus terminal in Secaucus. You put it in the Meadowlands, and then you're going to build the tunnel anyway, connect the train, one seat to the MTA.
Absolutely. I mean, that makes perfect sense to me for the thousands of New Jersey commuters that are crossing over the river, but I don't know what the Port Authority is thinking. They can't seem to get their act together. They keep proposing different sites. Then the Regional Plan Association came out and said, no, we need to do it in the basement of the Javits Center. Then the elected officials on the New Jersey side said that's terrible, that's New York-centric.
Why not get rid of the Port Authority altogether? This whole idea of a bi-state agency that has become a political patronage machine, why not just federalize it and get these two governors and these administrations out of it? Because it's all patronage.
Well, Bill, I'm surprised you're asking us to federalize anything. I know your politics and doesn't really fall in line with that. Look, the Port Authority has been it's been useful throughout our New Jersey's history and New York's history, but there are times where it becomes bureaucratic, and in this case...
Times?
Yeah,
all the time.
Well, and corrupt. I mean, look at Bill Baroni. Look at what happened. Look at Wildstein. I mean, all these things didn't happen by accident.
The infrastructure improvements need to happen, as Andre said. As much as I'd like to see infrastructure improvements happen in New Jersey, I think my main priority as the son of a mother and father who took the bus into New York every day is a one-seat trip. So if that's achieved through Secaucus, so be it. But a one-seat trip is probably the most important thing for New Jersey.
One seat, I think it'd be helpful for folks in Manhattan too, alleviate some of that congestion with these buses. All right, got to leave it there. Thank you for being here. Andre, it was good to see you. Jeanette, Justin,
thanks, Bill.
Thanks.